Oh my gosh. Incredible view behind me here, really. I hope you are having a fantastic day today. Dave K here today for the last full weekend. It's a nice long weekend, but it's the last full weekend in Switzerland and in Geneva. We have a day pass today. So excited to do some sightseeing today. I was initially thinking I would do Bern today, the capital of Switzerland, but looking at the weather, I have another day pass on Saturday. So comparing the two, I think today I'll take advantage of the non-rain snow weather to go see Interlaken, what they call the adventure capital of Switzerland, with lakes and mountains. I might go to the top of Switzerland today. We shall see how all that goes. So excited to share it with you. Making my way towards the bus now. You know it's chilly. Let's get out there and check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bern. We are changing trains here in Bern. Gonna get over there for Interlaken Ost on that side. So looking forward to checking it out. Looks like there may be some Migros here, other food spots, but I don't think I have time here. That might be my train. It's 5 minutes till the train leaves, so let's get over there. All right, seated on the next train here, heading to Interlaken. And they have a restaurant on board that is extremely convenient, so we will have our lunch on board then. Why not? Take a look here. As we are approaching first stop, I've got the Thai curry here and tea. It's green tea. So a nice little meal on board while we enjoy the sights. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, willkommen. Welcome to Interlaken Ost, which I am equating to mean east, because we passed by Interlaken West on our way over here. Take a look. I was trying to get you this beautiful view of the mountain behind us, but the train wasn't moving since this is the final stop for it. So I'll take some photos of the mountain from here. We're gonna walk out to the sea, and you have lakes on both sides. It's Interlaken in between the two lakes. So excited to check this one out. Some sights in the area. We'll see how they go. Excited to be out here. It's a decent day too. I'll try not to jinx it. Oh man, what a win! What a win! I'm so thrilled with this one. Again, we lucked out with the weather. I was intentional, right? I said today's Interlaken because tomorrow or Saturday will be colder with a barren. It's a long weekend, in case you couldn't tell. And so you've got the beautiful views behind me of the mountain, the snowy mountain. This side is the grassy mountain, so less exciting. Again, past some amazing stops along the way. Walking down to the lakefront, and you've got the main lakes on either side. So we're between the two lakes. See what kind of sights we can get from here. I think there's somewhere else we can go to try to get to some altitude. There's a couple of different ways that we could do that. So I'm thinking I'll do like the top of Europe, not just the top of Interlaken. But we'll see what sounds good, what looks good today. And it looks pretty clear to me today, right? No fog, nothing like that. So I think it's worthwhile to head up, see those sights on the mountains. It's an exciting day for it, you know. Matterhorn, I was like, oh man, it's too snowy and rainy and hail for Matterhorn, unfortunately, and Zermatt. But I think we might get some nice mountain sights today. We shall see. So here's a sign with some info. The Harderbahn, a 10-minute ride. Interlaken West, Interlaken Ost, to where we're at now. Although they're saying 5 minutes the other way. And a bunch of other stuff. So we are walking this way, passing by this bridge and all that good stuff to enjoy the waterfront viewing before we have some mountain viewing. Take a look at this beautiful walking path here along this smaller lakefront, kind of between the lakes itself, before you get to the big lake up ahead. Get some beautiful homes on the water, which is really, really nice. I think if you were living in a place like this, that would be a great spot to live in. And your beautiful mountains, icy mountains behind us. I love to see it. I feel like I should stop for photos everywhere. Oh, this has got to be one of the best stops thus far in Switzerland. I'm telling you, I've really enjoyed all the stops along the way. And I'm like, oh, you know, Geneva, Zurich, they've been all right. They've been places to stay. I really liked Lucerne. I liked Lucerne. Where else did I get to? Zermatt was cool, although it was really cold. This is beautiful. I would love to check some of this out in warmer climates in the future, maybe. But certainly glad I'm checking this one out. Probably number one for me so far. Again, it's just like the beauty of it. That's what it boils down to for me. And to be clear, in case you haven't been able to experience enough of that quite yet, we're just getting started, quite frankly. But here is some more forward-facing, full frontal views of the water, homes on the water, the mountains behind it. Wow, this is a really beautiful natural spot out here. And here is a beautiful view of the mountainside. There you have it behind me. Beautiful icy sights over there. Running water lakefront over here. Wow, what an incredible place. It is getting chillier, right? The longer I stay outside, you start to get a little cold. But again, this is such a good stop. Just so worth it, you know. And take this house right here, for example. Who needs a garage when you've got a boat for transport? Your little boat house in there, boat garage. Super nice to see. I would certainly want to set that up. And it's a nice little perk to have, especially living on the water. Some people just separate boat garages set up, it seems like. Right there. Like those ones. That's a nice photo too. Perhaps the next question, how will we gain some altitude? How will we get up on that bridge up ahead to get some photos up there? We shall see. Sounds like it's a train platform up there, actually. I think we'll come back to see if we can go that way in a minute, but I feel like I'm almost to the end of this walking path. So I want to get some photos outwards from there. It's just all about the photos today. Or should I say the views, since, you know, videos will be predominantly displayed. It's multiple photos back to back with audio on top of it. It's views. We don't have to call it photos. How much shall I showcase? How much shall I display? Look at that little yellow home over there. The mountain with the Swiss flag on top of it. Yeah, you really can't lose. Almost to the pinnacle now. The edge of the Vata. You can see more icy mountains in the distance. Thank you for coming on Dave's sightseeing excursion in Interlaken. Interlaken on your own, if you will. Audio guided Interlaken. This looks like a boat port, but I think I can at least step out there for a picture or two. So let's take a look. Wow, check this one out. Going out to the edge, the pinnacle, the peak. You know, I found this destination on my map. It was like labeled as a hike, and I was like, oh, it's at the end of the water. What is a hike? But I figured it would be a photo spot. I was trying to find the photo spots, or the view spots, if you will. And so this was here. Got to take some photos out into the distance here, all around us, because it's Switzerland. You know, how can you not? How often are we in Switzerland? Anybody? Anybody? Is it every 30 years or so? My friends, y'all, here it is. Here it is, standing on the edge of Interlaken Ost, right by this boat dock, looking out at the snowy mountains on my right, and all the way ahead of me there, and the water all the way ahead of me there, as well as around to my left, and quite frankly, there's a bit of it on my right as well. Oh, wow. I mean, I can certainly see why people say Switzerland has some amazing views, like the most amazing views. It's pretty great out here. You know, I haven't loved some things, like the food, but the views have been pretty nice, I must say. Speaking of, the food on the train was fine. It was almost like, you know, boxed lunch style, like, you know, just something you'd pull out of the freezer and put on a plate. It's not bad, but certainly nothing amazing. It was fine. But it was nice to eat on the train, have that experience. It was absolutely beautiful. And this is beautiful too. And walking away in this direction as opposed to the other, it's beautiful to see. Really, really. Stand out here for a while, especially if it were warm, and soak it all in. And I'm certainly glad I stood for a while to see it. The bells are ringing, letting me know it's noon, so I've got plenty more to see too. Actually, I think this is the wrong way, so we'll go back that way once I can figure out the directions. And I almost started to head to Grindelwald, and another site I want to see out in that direction, but I forgot about this bridge up here, so we'll see if we can look up there. And here it is, the view from on top of the bridge. You know, I'm thinking about that harder Klume, which is the top of Interlaken train. But again, it seems like I only have time for so much, so I might do my other thing first. Something else I would love to know is how to get over to the other side. Wait a second, there is no other side. It's just this or bust. This is the viewing side. So we'll take our views from up here, hopefully before a train shoots past us, and we will have the opportunity to soak it all in, appreciate the beauty of Switzerland and life before we move onwards. You know, I'm realizing that's probably a hiking spot too, and I bet it gives you some amazing views out onto the water. Although I guess the water curves around that way, so I don't know if that curves around that way as well. But again, only so much time. And I think I should do top of Europe. I think that'll probably be the pinnacle of sightseeing. But man, you really could spend plenty of time seeing it all out here. There's no way to do it all, and especially not in one day. But I want to capture the best of Interlaken and Grindelwald, if I can, at least today. And I still have other cities that I want to see in the area in my last couple of days here. We've seen this view too, right? Those beautiful mountains in the distance. Yeah, gotta enjoy those while we walk too. Because we can't get enough mountainside views. Here's another mountainside view as I continue my walk back towards the train. It takes a good chunk of time to get around town, or around country, I should say. That consumes a lot of our time for activities today, especially daylight. But again, I'm glad I got out here early. I'm glad I'm seeing this. And I'm going to make it to these two stops. Maybe I'll come back to Interlaken if Grindelwald, I feel like I've seen it all. But I feel like there's going to be a highlight there, which you'll much enjoy. All right, here is that side without the, what's it called, blocking us? Without the train blocking us. I'm gonna figure out which train is my train to our next destination. And take a look at these beautiful views on either side, as I discovered the Latterbrunnen and the Grindelwald train are the same for now, but they'll split down the line. It's crazy. In a few minutes they're gonna split. But I'm on the Grindelwald train. Hopefully it's a worthwhile stop. I think it will be, but we shall see. It really is always incredible to see the trees here a little bit more green, or more colorful, I guess, and less snowy. But I don't think that'll stay the case as we approach our destination. I guess we shall see. And there are ads everywhere for Jungfrau, the top of Europe. So that's what I'm thinking about doing out here. I guess we'll find out, see if it's worthwhile. It really is phenomenal views. I feel like I'm always trying to capture them and share them with you. So you got Running Lake back that way. See these mountainous cliffs up there. I like how the water always flows right into these mountains. It's like unbelievable, honestly. Oh man, we're getting real close to that water. So nice. Oh, there's a train. Middle of our shot. You can see they're well connected out here. The train travel, but yeah, it's beautiful. Now I'm doing some research about the Jungfrau Gosh, the train to go up to Jungfrau, and I don't know if it'll still be open by the time we get there. It's crazy because I feel like the day just started, but they only run, I think, until 2 going up, so we'll see. It's like
Next
2 hours. Oh, let's hear the announcements.
Zwei Schienen. This train continues to Grindelwald.
Okay, so look at that. You can see we're gonna get there around 1-ish, but then it's like an hour in terms of like a cable car, and then I think the train is supposed to be after that. So I don't know. That being said, Google Maps shows the train running till like 4 up the mountain. So we'll see what happens. It's crazy how it feels like the sun is already setting on me. I guess it's because you spend like 3+ hours just getting to your first destination in the morning. You know, if I'm not there, like, as the sun is coming up, there's not a whole lot of time. But did you notice the branding on the chairs? Jungfrau, top of Europe, they got it on everything, so clearly they want you to know about it. And just behind this information center, we'll see a beautiful snow-capped mountain. And there it is again. Get a nice photo for you, get some nice video for you. Narrate while we say, if you take a look at the beautiful mountains of Switzerland, there they are. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, more mountains. It's Switzerland, that's what's here. Enjoy it. I'm falling over, trying to stand up here. Showing you the sights. We're approaching Lütjenthal, but look at these views.
Lütjenthal.
Yeah.
Stop on request.
That's right. You can see, look, icy cap looking grass out there. And I'm getting a bunch of different info on Google, so I guess we'll just see the reality when we get there. But again, always love the train rides. It's worth it just for the ride. Yeah, y'all, this may end up being a little disheartening. I think they only go up until 2 p.m. and they come down until 4, 5, 6, whatever. Which is unfortunate, but again, I love the train rides, love the sights from within the train, and we'll see what things look like when we get there. I hope you are able to appreciate these sights, at least somewhat comparatively to what I can in person. It really is a beautiful country. Oh man, I was also looking at, it looks like the Eiger Express, the cable car, may be included with my SBB ticket, so I'm super excited for that possibility. So I just cut off the last leg and then head back to maybe see if I can catch the top of Interlaken instead. It's TBD, we'll see how all this shakes out. But nice to have options and nice to just enjoy the country. Look at that one, y'all. That looks like it's from like a movie, you know, a snowy movie like Frozen. How about that? As we arrive in Schwendi. Schwendi, here we are. Thanks, Schwendi. We'll spendy just a minute here before we keep going. Look at that, I love it. OMG, y'all. That's like a massive icy mountain over there on our right. I'm glad I got my own train car so I can narrate while we're on the go. Look at the water beneath it, jeez. It's just absolutely picturesque out here. I think it's the best way to put it. And welcome to the Grindelwald Terminal, where we will check out a bit of this area and see how things go. Who knows? The theme, as you know, we've detected in the past, is confusion, misinformation. So I think that is the cable car, which would be really nice to check out. Let's see what we can do. All right, y'all, we have done it. Take a look at this incredible view from the Grindelwald terminal up the Jungfrau mountain here. So excited to check this one out. I'll tell you the deets in a second. So the deets are, I bought a joint ticket, I guess, for the cable car, like halfway up, and then the train that takes you the rest of the way. They are still running. Got another, once I get up there, I'll have a couple of hours, total of exactly 2 hours, he was saying. It's a beautiful view, again. Really, really glad we're checking this one out. Glad it's still running today. Really expensive, but, you know, to have the experience is worthwhile. And if you are wondering, it cost me almost 200 US, it's crazy, for this ride up the mountain. Two separate rides, cable car and then train. Things are expensive in Switzerland, and this is certainly no exception. It's a pricier one, but we'll have the experience, which is nice. Here is the map. Grindelwald Terminal is where we're at, and it's gone. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let's make our way. He gave me some stuff too, which I'll share with you in a minute. I've got some sandwiches and stuff in my pocket. Let's enjoy our ride. All right, y'all, now in the cable car station, getting back in line, so I came over here to get some photos. Here are the Eiger Express cable cars going around. We're gonna catch our ride up there, and we will be on our way. It'll be fun. All right, and I am now stepping inside the cable car, looking forward to the views. I think this way we'll be facing forward, and we shall see how it goes. Ooh, wow, that's amazing.
Herzlich willkommen in der modernsten 3S-Bahn der Welt. Nun erreichen wir die Station Eiger Gletscher. Genießen Sie bis...
Gondola. We will reach the Eiger Glacier Station in 15 minutes. Until then, enjoy the breathtaking view of the Eiger North Face and the stunning mountain landscape.
1800 Kilometer auf eine Kletterdistanz von rund 4 Kilometern mit Wechseln zwischen Eisfeldern und Planken.
The mighty Eiger North Face has fascinated mountaineers for generations. A German-Austrian team succeeded in climbing it for the first time in 1938. It took them 3 days. But today, the fastest ascent of the face takes less than 2.5 hours. 800 meters of elevation over a climbing distance of around 4 kilometers, alternating between ice fields and bare rock, demands a great deal from even trained summit climbers.
Che vi condurrà direttamente sullo Jungfrau Joch, Top of Europe. La stazione Eiger Gletscher è anche il punto di partenza per le attività.
ユングフラウヨッホ、トップオブヨーロッパ行きのユングフラウ鉄道へ。
And there it is, and there it was. Wow, what an incredible ride here. Eiger Express. So glad I had a chance to ride it up here. And that was only half the adventure. I don't know if I got salami sandwich juices on my face. But the train for the pinnacle of the ride is up ahead. I was in there with a few other groups. It was funny because, you know, the first couple groups in front of me were all waiting and everyone with their own party was going in the cable car. Then when I went to get my own cable car, a couple people followed me in. So I thought about getting off to get back on. But that is all right. I think it worked out all right. Train is up ahead. I'm sure that one will be a little bit more busy. Maybe not. More shared space, I'm sure. But I was really, really excited to check this one out. Wow. They call it the top of Europe. So I am not sure if it's the highest point one can reach as a pedestrian in Europe or what. I don't think it's necessarily the highest mountain because I tried Googling that. But it's pretty amazing seeing the sights thus far. So here we are, take a look at this almost train-looking terminal here. It's a lot of information, it can be quick, but here we are. There's your map. So we started down there, took the cable car up this way, and we're gonna take the train car up that way to get to the top of Europe here. It'll be cool to see, excited to share it with you. Wow, take a look at these beautiful mountainous views all around us here. I'm trying to give you the full perspective in this kind of elevator hallway, in this airport feeling kind of train station. I'm not sure if we have to go outside and down to catch our train. Almost looks like it, right? So we'll figure that one out in a bit. But it certainly looks cold too, so trying to catch all the pictures from in here before we head out there. Wow. All right, so I got some information. The no reservation doesn't mean I don't have a ticket. It means I don't have a seat reservation. So since I don't have a seat reservation, I guess I'll queue up on this side. I'm not really done with my photos, my videos from here yet though. So I'm gonna try to enjoy a few more of those. Wow, take a look at that, that's incredible. Again, people down there, not quite sure. Oh, maybe they want to go to the restaurant. So yeah, this is gate 1 over that way. And I think ours is over here. Maybe those are just for like regular trains. I'm not quite sure though where those go. So it's interesting. So this is gonna be rough snow to walk on out here. But I'm just stepping outside for some photos of the beautiful mountainsides before we make our way. Oh, you can climb that over there. Maybe get some pictures from there before our train shows up. This is the top of Europe, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna slide down the snow here as we get our photos. Wow, excited to check this one out. It's icy, surprisingly temperate considering all the snow. And how do you like this photo pressed up against those chains, huh? Voila. So we continue upwards. I think, you know, this is probably a great photo spot, especially if you're not going the rest of the way. But since we are, maybe I should just jump in line now. Okay, these are the snow steps I'm walking now, y'all. So be advised, it's slippery. I literally almost slipped down there on the way down. Official filming location here, looks like, for Crash Landing on You. Can't say I've heard of it, but nice to see. So we're back inside, appreciating all the little more details before we get in line to head upwards. Really don't want to slip out here before my ride, but I've got 17 minutes and I really want to get some photos, make the most of the time up here. And I might not be back down here till it's darker. So let me see if I can stand on that giant snow mound over there and get some photos. All right, y'all, take a look at these beautiful, stunning views here. Full pano. Well, I'm trying to stand up on this snowy hill and take some photos. I'm gonna slip off in a minute and slipping down this way. See if I can get back up there. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay. All right, there you have it. Incredible view behind me here. Really, really glad we get to see it before we head back in there. At the top of this snowy cliff, there is the indoors that we came from. Here's the view around, see it again. We'll make our way. Oh my gosh, I've fallen multiple times. My knee here, covered in snow. I haven't made it inside yet, but I haven't broken anything. So it's a win. Oh my gosh, in the snowy cliffs of the Jungfrau Joch. I think there's a Lint. Lint, top of the world. Lint, once we get upstairs. But we're not there yet. So for now, walking back inside. And I'm trying to capture as many photos and videos as possible. It's also tough to see sometimes with the sunlight. You turn the wrong angle. The sun's right in your face like this. I can't see until what you're seeing until nowish. It's crazy. So hope the sights look nice. We'll see them when we edit. So it looks like we're at 2,320 meters. I didn't notice that earlier. Gletscher, side of this building. We'll step back inside and make it the rest of the way up. All right, I stepped back inside and people were boarding. Looks like track sectors B and C for us on track 3 here. We've got groups in different areas. It'll be nice. And yeah, doesn't hurt to have. So here's the train. This is an indoor one. That's nice. So whatever's going on out there is, it's a real train. I mean, I'm not quite sure, again, what service is up to this area. I thought the Eiger Express was like the way to get up here, but I don't know. And it's a nice, warm place to wait. Let me show you a nice view of the background. There you go. Make myself darker, but you can see the mountains nicely. And I'm sure it'll adjust back to my face in a moment, or I'll just click it back and you can see my face again brighter. Still very confused on what's down there. It does say there's a bathroom, It seems like it's a restaurant. And there's different tracks, and that's the part that's most confusing. I'm like, is there another train that would have taken me up here? Don't know. Not a lot of communication on some of the information, but it's nice to experience. Ladies and gentlemen, the train ride to the top of Europe. This is it, folks. The pinnacle of the fantastic sprint continued in our world tour. You really can never get enough of these views, I will say. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. The top of Europe, the pinnacle of the fantastic sprint, where Phil is honoring us in his spirit, being like, yes, it's not the Amazing Race, but hope you have fun, Dave. And there it is, y'all, the train that so many of us seem to be waiting for. The Jungfrau Joch. Take us up to the top of Jungfrau, I believe. And we'll get some beautiful sights and photos. I was told it's touristy. It is.
Journey in the Alps. Another 1,134 meters of altitude between you and the Jungfrau Joch, top of Europe. A unique world of ice and snow awaits you with numerous highlights. But first of all, a stopover at the Icemere station gives you the opportunity to take your own souvenir image of the perennial ice. We wish you a pleasant trip. Bienvenue à l'excursion.
So we are passing, we're about to stop at this viewpoint. This is Immerse. I think it's at the altitude is 3159. It is the highest accessible viewpoint, indeed. That's why it's called Top of Europe. So we're gonna go check out the viewpoint for a 5-minute stop, and then we'll be back on our way. Okay, I'm a little confused on who's going where, but she pointed me this way, where other people were going a different way. Check out this beautiful view of the mountainside. Wow, that is incredible. Let's take some photos from here before we're on our way. Wow, plenty of beautiful spots from out here, and perfect 5-minute stop off to enjoy the sights for sure. And Jungfrau Joch 3,400, and we missed it. There's ice tunnel as well as a lot of other cool things up there. Really excited to see. Oh, look at that! Yeah, the ice sculptures look awesome. There's Lint, Chocolate Heaven. I'm excited.